Okay, guys, I decided to do things a little bit different this time. It's been a while since I've been on camera, so I just kind of felt like doing that. I am going to go over the main theme, which is the bottoms of the decks. I did pull a couple tokens for the collective read, like the energy, and we got perspective and success. And the crystals I pulled, excuse my nails, that's our Venus goddess one. And then citrine with hematite in it. So this is about grounding that unified masculine feminine energy into the earth. And citrine kind of takes those bad vibes and transmutes them and then attracts good vibes, if we want to put it that way. So it helps us transmute the energy that we need to transmute. The bottom of the Osho Zen deck, we've got adventure, that little inner child there stepping into the rainbow wonder. We've got impartiality from the chakra deck. It's neutral, so that's like all the chakras. Two of Pentacles from the Waite deck. Focus from the Earth Magic, and then we got Squirrel. It says get ready for big changes from the Power Animal Oracle. So looking at this overall energy, I did take a few notes because it's kind of a lot. I'm going to look at this Two of Pentacles and the impartiality really go hand in hand for this overall theme. I mean, they're both balancing. So the Two of Pentacles, it's like managing time and priorities, could be your internal and external environments, the heart and the mind, masculine and feminine energy within, which is already a theme with that Venus stone that I was talking about. The Two of Pentacles also kind of reminds me that life has ups and downs, and when we can stay in balance and stay focused, we can get through anything that is being thrown at us through focused intention and discerning like what is helping us and what's not, and sifting out what isn't so that we can stay in balance. It's also about working with our shadow and balancing our energy so we can transmute it accordingly. And that's been a really big theme with this Scorpio new moon. So with impartiality, it's reminding us to take a pause and observe from the higher perspective to navigate our triggers. That's been a reoccurring theme since eclipse season. I mean, it's really like an everyday thing at this point. So bringing in that higher energy, like this goddess thing, anchoring it into the earth so that we can create a foundation. And like with this crystal card, it's telling you to stay present and be aware of what you're putting your energy into. The more an emotion, the more you have a certain type of emotion, whether it's a good emotion or bad emotion or sad or whatever, that starts building up. And when it reaches a certain point, then it starts to manifest in your physical reality. So be aware of where you're putting that energy, because this life is an adventure and it's what we make it. And we need to keep that lighthearted energy of our inner child alive. And this is about taking life one step at a time into the unknown, being vulnerable and open. And the smallest things become the greatest adventure. What is up with my hair? The smallest things can become the greatest adventure. It's just if we choose to do the work and stay on top of it and not get thrown through a loop. Because ultimately everybody's going through this, and if we're all trying to like step into our power and be our best versions, we've got to make sure that we pay attention to that shadow aspect of stepping into your power and owning your power so that you're not trumping over people, because that's really not what we want to do. That's backpedaling. So pile one, your stone is Tiger's Eye. And the token with this was masculine energy. Tiger's Eye is about taking action, willpower, focus. It helps release fear and anxiety. And it stimulates your lower fire trine, which I thought was interesting because the lower fire trine is also the masculine energy. So those really vibe together. Let's see. Osho Zen cards. We've got the schizophrenia, the divided mind of man, friendliness, finding your network, dissipating, knowing the difference between like a dream and a daydream, what you can bring into reality. Page of Pentacles, bringing in new awareness. We've got passion from the earth magic, and possum, strategy, have a backup plan. So, let me get these spread out a little bit here. With this Page of Pentacles, pages bring in a message of new beginnings. And since it's Pentacles, it's about material items, physical, tangible things. It could even be like changes to your physical body, like physical things, changes in your career, your physical environment. So, new job, new business, financial gain. You could be learning a new skill or going back to school. It brings awareness of how to manifest a goal or a dream and the excitement about the potential of that actually happening. Like when you can create what you want, when you know you can create what you want through focus and intention, and then taking appropriate actions and steps in the physical, this masculine energy and confidence, to bring that dream into reality. That really goes with this dissipating card. Like, what can you do to take those steps? How can you stay grounded and not get caught up in that chaos of your mind? So it's asking you to use common sense to make a plan. Maybe you'll be networking with a friend to get this done with the friendliness card, but it's something to do with following your passion and having a plan. Having a plan to bring this thing into fruition. If you've been thinking about working on a new project or something like that, if you can get in there and do that work and stay on top of your triggers and stay focused on what you want to manifest, then that's what you'll manifest. Action, willpower, focus, purge the fear and anxiety that you have if you have anything about starting something new. Let's go on to pile 2. The token for pile 2 is self-care, and I love this stone. This is Prenite with Epidote, and it looks like an eagle head. That's why it's in my pouch. Every crystal in my pouch has like a double meaning, at least. So, with the Prenite, it stimulates spiritual growth and promotes unconditional love to bring peace, joy, and harmony to your life. This is also a stone that heals the healer, and there's not very many out there. So if you are a healer and you chose pile 2, you might want to carry one of these around or start working with that energy. Since it is the shape of the head of an eagle, it also symbolizes the utilization of the higher mind, our higher self, that Christ consciousness type of perspective. And that really goes in with the stones picked for the general for the collective energy that was going on. So let's look at the cards. We've got understanding, realizing that there was another way the whole time. Don't feel bad about it. The gate was never locked. We got moment to moment. Keep going, stay balanced. It's like that 2 of Pentacles energy. We're just going with the flow, but we're not stagnating, and that's what's important here. We've got guilt. Do not feel guilty for self-care. It really lined up with this reading, guys. And then we got Queen of Wands. We got autumnal equinox, release for the Earth Magic card. So this also reminds me of transformation, because fall is the time where everything, like the old falls away, it returns to the soil to nurture that ground to bring something new about. And then 2 Animal Oracle cards came out. And we've got Rabbit, fertility, your creativity is at a peak. And Salmon and determination. you know where you're going and you will get there. And now I'm just being reminded of, I've been seeing phoenixes in the clouds, okay? Like, it's a phoenix. I don't know. I see stuff like that. And it's been twice, and I've posted them. I did not know the phoenix was a sign of Scorpio. So that is also rising from the ashes, like transmuting your shadow, doing the inner work, rising above what has been holding you back. So let's get into the Queen of Wands here. This is really cool because it really goes with the Scorpio energy. So it's courage and confidence, independence, determination, networking. The cat at the bottom, the black cat, symbolizes that she is in touch with her shadow. This energy is all about shadow work and transmutation and stepping into our power. So this card is perfect. Do the work and own your power to bring forth your creative vision. Be authentic and speak your truth. And she's really kind of leading the way in that. She is the epitome of that. So it's embodying this Queen of Wands energy to use this creativity and know that you're going to get there. Remember, the overall tokens were perspective and success. Have the perspective of success. Release those things that are holding you back, that are not serving you any purpose anymore. This could be people, places, things, habits, old thought patterns that need to go, thinking that you can't do something, self-talk, feeling bad for taking time for yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. You just can't do it. So understanding that, forgive yourself, that's a big thing for self-care. Use that higher mind awareness and really bring that down so that you aren't getting trapped in old ways of thinking, old paths that you were taking. And as you release these things or transmute your shadow aspects so that they can be recycled into fertile new skills, that you can bring forth in a creative way. So that is pile 2, which is a pretty good pile. I picked pile 2. I'm excited. This energy is really no joke, guys. There's a lot going on. And I think self-care and taking a higher perspective can go for any of these piles, really. It's in the energy now. So, pile 3, we've got throat chakra, and I thought this was kind of funny. We got my lapis, and on my lapis, it looks like a thymus, and your thymus is right here. So, I'm going to go over the lapis for this. This is about self-awareness, self-expression, confidence, helps with manifestation, emotional healing. The thymus is representing the higher heart chakra. And the higher heart chakra, when this is activated, it allows you to speak from the heart with divine love and compassion. It's located between the heart and the throat. So combined, and it's blue, just like this. Double meaning with this. This combo also suggests that it's time to express things that you've been avoiding, to heal them and let them go. I mean, this could be something that's happened in the past that keeps coming up, that comes up into your physical awareness, or maybe you're having dreams about it. It's coming up to remind you that there's something there that you need to let go of. Maybe you need to forgive yourself. There's probably some self-forgiveness there that needs to be done, or forgiving others. So let's get to the cards. Well, that's suppression, something that needs to come to the surface. Turning in, these are both in the ocean's end. So turning in to find out what's been suppressing and then dealing with it. We got the victim card. You could have been a victim, very much so, but that's in the past. You don't have to wear that t-shirt anymore. You can take it off and suit up and transform your life through doing this inner work. Because you've got a lot to celebrate. Like right here, we've got the Three of Cups, the celebration card, and Porcupine is innocence. It says, free yourself of guilt and shame. Can't make this up. So whatever you've been feeling guilty or shameful about that's being suppressed is probably rising up to the surface. And by going within, when I say rising up to the surface, look at that water. It's like it's rising up to her awareness, its emotions, so that they can be dealt with accordingly. Let's talk about the Three of Cups. This could be about recognizing your support system if you were taken advantage of or you were a victim in a situation, and knowing that people are there for you. It could also be, this is really transformative creative energy. It could be taking those moments where you were victimized or you felt like a victim, turning it into power by creating a network to share with other people the stuff that you've been through. That could be part of it. If you share it, you can help heal yourself, and that ripples out to help heal other people that are going through the same things that might not know a next step to take or any step to take. So they might be open to suggestions, and if you've been there, you can help someone. That's what's important about the not so great stuff. It can be really powerful medicine if you can learn to transmute it and not stay trapped in these feelings of guilt and shame or not being good enough, or I could have done this or I could have done that, or it's so-and-so's fault. Let it go, because it's not serving anything except bringing around your focus to old patterns that you don't need to. You don't need to relive those things. You don't need to start going through the same route. I mean, like right here in that's an infinity symbol. There's infinite possibilities. Why would you choose that one if you could find a way to go within and transmute it? So I'm just going to go ahead and say, if you have lapis, work with lapis. Carry it on you. It's a great healer. I'll help you work through that emotional turbulence that may be surfacing at this time. But know that nothing is ever for naught. It will be worth it in the end. We need to get ready for these big changes and just kind of help each other. Help ourselves, help each other. That's what I'm getting with pile 3. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day.